And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome now to the hardwood of South Lamar High School. I'm Dustin Seymour, coming to you live from Millport, Alabama, at the home of the South Lamar Stallions. We have basketball action for you. I do apologize. It has been quite a while since we've seen each other. The last time was out at Brantley High School. Rather, that was on the WJEC network. The last time that we were together were for the Sologent game, the last regular season football game, and I've been wanting to cover basketball. It's what really got me my start in radio. I covered Freed-Hardeman University Lady Lions and Lions basketball for all three listeners who know about the NAIA. That is the level below the NCAA. It's where I went to college. It's where I learned about radio. I learned about watching basketball, and so I'm excited to get back into basketball. Unfortunately, as soon as basketball started, somebody got bronchitis. And so when you spend your time on the radio being able to call athletics, and the other half of your time, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the pulpit minister for the Millport Church of Christ here in town. And so when your job is literally to talk and then visit people who need help, when you have a very communicable disease such as bronchitis, it has not been a fun couple of weeks. And so finally, after a lot of steroid shots, a lot of antibiotics, and a lot of cough medicine, I am raring to go. We'll start things off with your, I'm going to say Freed-Hardeman so many times. I'm so used to it. We're going to start off with your South Lamar High School Lady Stallions. Your Stallions come into tonight's contest with a record of 1-4. Opening up their season with a loss to the bitter rival Lamar County Bulldogs. That was on September 17th. That was a final score of 79-21 before defeating the Rebels of Caledonia on November 23rd. That was a 48-43 victory. And then on December 3rd, breaking into the ultimate, the last month of the year, losing to Aliceville 63-42. Then dropping a December 4th decision to Holy Spirit by a final score of 62-50. Before on December 8th, a mere 2 days ago, South Lamar and Hubbertville, the team that we played today, met each other, and the Tigers of Hubbertville High School came out on top on that contest by a final score of 42-35. Lions, correction. I knew it was one of those special cats, the wild, dangerous cats you may call. But Hubbertville came away with a 42-35 victory over your Stallions of South Lamar. For those of you who are planning on attending today's game, do come here early as your South Lamar baseball team awaits in the adjacent cafeteria. They are selling Swamp Johns, some very delicious food. My wife and I both chomped down on the shrimp, chicken, and fish. I believe meals can start at $12. All the proceeds go directly to the South Lamar baseball team as they hope their best to continue their season as they have thus far. Looking at the C2C schools record for the Hubbertville Lions, I'm not sure if this is a complete and total record, but this shows that on December 1st, the Lions, I'm going to have a long day with that. The Lions defeated the Titans of Holy Spirit Catholic 50-31. They lost 50-31 to the Lady Titans, and then dropping a contest to Marion County, the Lady Red Raiders. That was a 3-point loss, 44-41. That was in Hubbertville. And then here at Lamar County on December 8th, losing to South Lamar, losing to the Hubbertville High School Lions. As we look at the Lions, white, silver, and maroon principal Tim Donovan. As we look at their roster, we have actually had to update their roster with their correct numbers. So let me pull up today's game, and I will have the correct rosters with the correct numbers. As we look at Hubbertville High School, we have at number 2 is going to be Holly Morris. She is a 5'8" senior. Wearing number 3 is going to be Chelsea Porter, a 5'2" freshman. Wearing number 4 is going to be Brianna Betts, a 5'1 junior. Wearing lucky number 13 is Alexis Webster, another freshman, standing tall at 5'7". And then wearing number 14 is going to be Gracie Dodd, who is a 5'8 freshman as well. At number 22 is Morgan Cribb, a 5'10 junior as well. And then at number 52, we have Michaela Markham, the senior, standing at 5'9". So 2 seniors for this Hubbertville High School Lions squad, and Michaela Markham and Holly Morris, as the teams make their way towards their respective sidelines. We go down the roster for your South Lamar Stallions. Starting at number 10, just going in numerical order, is Natalie Watkins, a 5'3 sophomore. Then Mackenzie Oglin, wearing number 11, 5'5 sophomore as well. Then a first senior, Tiffany Hayden, wearing number 12, standing at 5'7. Also at 5'7, a junior, Tiffany Foster, wearing number 14. At number 20, at 5'4 senior, is Maria Bonacci. At 21, Jenny Jansen stands at 5'9, a junior. Macy Barnes, wearing number 22, a 5'4 freshman. Michelle Hawkins, the football homecoming queen, wearing number 23, a 5'5 senior. Kalia Green, number 32, standing at 5 foot even, a freshman. Jasmine Hood, wearing number 42, standing the next to tallest at 5'6". She is a sophomore as well. And then the big lady in the middle, standing at 5'10", the senior, number 44, Selena Bjornson. As the teams make their way to the center mark, we will pause, and when we return, we'll have tip-off. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball on WJEC Sports. That did not take long as well, as no national anthem. We are getting ready to go as Hubbertville, wearing their away maroon uniforms. Getting the tip-off is South Lamar, going left to right across your radio dial. At the point guard is number 42. I do not have her on my, that's Jasmine Hood, correction. Here is Hood going to the near side. Hood now moving right to left across your radio dial, crosses the court and finds Oglin. Oglin's shot is off the mark. And so Oglin's shot is off the mark, and here is Morris. Morris getting trapped up. She finds Markham. Morris and Markham on the court. Here is Markham underneath. That is Morris, correction, and Morris takes the shot down low, and that is in. So give Morris 2 points on the shot, and so Hubbertville takes a quick 2-0 lead as we start this contest. As we look down the way, Tiffany Hayden on the floor. Michelle Hawkins. Here is Oglin. Finds Jasmine Hood with a three-pointer, and that is good. So give Jasmine Hood the three-pointer. I'm going to have to add her. And here is, down low, here is Michaela Markham, and her shot is good down low as well. Quickly going down the court is Oglin, as we find 42 for South Lamar is Jasmine Hood. And a long three-pointer is off the mark. That is collected by number 14 for Hubbertville. That is Dodd. Morris finds the way to Markham. Markham goes around the horn and finds Webster. Webster gets that ball stolen away. Ball is stolen away by Oglin, and Oglin takes it away. Give the steal by Oglin, who goes down and gets the points. It is 5-2 in favor of South Lamar. Here is Cribb down underneath. She misses the basket. The rebound comes down to Oglin. Rebound comes down to Oglin. Here's Oglin with a three from the top of the key. She misses that. Down low, number 14 receives that rebound. And so Dodd gets the rebound after Oglin misses the three-pointer. And the rebound comes down to Cribb. Here is Oglin trying to fight for the ball as well. And we are going to have a jump ball. A jump ball will stand. Possession arrow favors the Hubbertville Lions. Inbounding the ball is Dodd. Dodd now around the horn finds Morris. Morris goes down the key, and that gets taken away. That is taken away by number 13 of the Stallions. And so South Lamar will get a steal. I have it that it was number 12 correction, so give Tiffany Hayden the steal. Tiffany Hayden's at steal. Here is the top of the key as Jasmine Hood. She misses that, and the rebound comes down, still being fought for. And we have a foul down low on number 42 of South Lamar. 42 tries to get the rebound. So Jasmine Hood picks up her first foul. And that foul is on Hood. Down low, the shot goes out of bounds, and so it is in favor of the South Lamar Stallions. At the top of the key, we have Oglin. Oglin looks to her right and finds Natalie Watkins. Watkins for three. That shot's off the mark. Number 14 gets the rebound. And so the two-pointer is off the mark. 13 with the rebound. And here is Foster. Foster up and in from around the free throw line. And so give Foster 2 points. Webster, correction. No, that was Foster. I have 13 and 14 on the way. And here now with the score being 5-6 in favor of Hubbertville. That shot is off the mark, not even close, but here's a steal by Oglin. Oglin shot up and in and count the basket. So Oglin gets the two-pointer. There is a foul on the shot. That foul is going to be on number 14, it appeared. So that will be on Dodd. And so a free throw on the way up, and that will find its way in. And so South Lamar now leads it 8-6. Here is Dodd. She will inbound and find Porter. Porter, and that gets stolen away quickly by number 12 of South Lamar. That's Tiffany Hayden. Hayden's shot is up and nowhere close. The rebound comes down to number 3. And the pass then stolen away and still being fought for. And that's just going to be tossed harmlessly out of bounds. And we're going to have a timeout by head coach Lamar Harris on the play. And so with that is a timeout on the floor. South Lamar leads it 8-6 in favor of South Lamar. It is 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in this first quarter of play. You're listening to the South Lamar Radio Network. And we get ready to resume action. 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in this opening quarter of play. One foul on each team will inbound to Oglin. Oglin finds Watkins. Here is Hood at the top of the key. Hood tries to pound inside. Here is Hawkins for 3. That is off the back iron, and the rebound still being fought for. Still being fought for. Finally, a jump ball. And so no rebound on that play. It's a jump ball, and that will favor South Lamar. And so Hawkins will inbound. She finds Hayden for 3. Hayden's 3 goes in. So a 3-point shot there from Hayden will find its way into the bucket. Now it is 11-6 in favor of the Stallions. A little mishandling, but Markham receives it. Now that's stolen away by Jasmine Hood. Hood up and in. That misses. Hood has the opportunity, but she misses. But then there is a foul on the offense. I believe that is going to be Hood again, her second personal foul, trying to get that rebound, but instead she will have a foul. So that is Hood's second personal foul. The foul goes up, shot goes up, and that is Oglin. Oglin will get the 2 points to fall, And so now South Lamar leads it 13-6, just under 3 minutes remain here in this opening half of play. Dodd will pass it over to Porter, who goes on the near side, and that will dribble off of a foot, and it looks like it's going to be off the foot of a South Lamar player. Checking in for Hubbertville will be Betts in favor of Dodd, will rest on the sideline. Here is the inbound pass, finds its way to Betts. Betts gets a dribble down to Markham. Markham goes and finds just in front of the free throw line a nice pass back down to Markham, and Markham will get the two-pointer good. 13-8 is your score now. Here is Oglen. Mackenzie Oglen, and we will have a travel violation on the floor. So a travel violation on Oglen will send the ball back Hubbertville's way, 13-8, 2 minutes, 23 seconds remain. The inbound pass goes from Cribb to Porter. Here is Porter finds Betts at the top of the key. Now back to Porter, back to Betts. Betts goes around the horn to the left side, and that's tipped out of bounds. A good play to disrupt the play there by Oglen. Correction, that was Tiffany Hayden that knocked that ball out of bounds. On the court for South Lamar, Watkins, Oglen, Hayden Foster, and Hawkins. Hood is on the court. And that ball is out of bounds, and so it will remain Hubbertville basketball. Watkins, Hawkins, Hood, Hayden, and Foster is my player that is not on the floor. Here's a shot up, and that is blocked by Ricky Hawkins. The shot by Cribb is off, and the defensive by Hawkins, and she gets the block on the play, and the ball will last be touched going out of bounds by Hubbertville, so it will be South Lamar basketball underneath their own basket, coming in from the O of Stallions. As South Lamar moves right to left across your radio dial, here's a high floater by Hayden that comes nowhere close. And so the rebound comes down to Cribb. Here comes number 3, that is Porter. Porter goes outside and finds Morris. Morris at the top of the key finds Porter. Porter at the volleyball offense line finds Morris just shy of the three-point line, and that will be taken away. So Morris misses the shot, and the rebound comes down to Hood. Hood's shot is missed down low, and then rebounded by Betts, but then quickly stolen away by Hood. And so here is Hood. Hood finds Hawkins, back to Hood. Hood around the horn on the near side finds Oglen. That's off the back iron, and the rebound comes down to, I believe that is number 2. Here is Morris. Morris down the court finds Cribb, and Cribb right underneath the basket. High percentage shot, and so Cribb gets 2 points and cuts the lead to 3 with under 30 seconds to play here in the opening quarter of play. Here's Oglen finds Hawkins. Hawkins back to Oglen at the top of the key, around the horn, and finds Hood. That is Hayden. Hayden now finds Hood at the left elbow. Back up to Oglen, and that will be almost out of bounds, but recovered by Hawkins. Here is Hood at the left elbow. Her shot is up. Nothing but net from the top of the key. And that is Hood with 2 more points. The shot clock will go off, and we will not count that as a shot, and that will end the first quarter of play. As we look at some of the statistics, 15-10, South Lamar leads the Hubbertville Lions. Field goal percentage, Hubbertville shooting 43% from the floor, South Lamar 27%. Both squads with 2 points in the paint. 8 defensive rebounds for the Lions, 4 for South Lamar. Big time thing. South Lamar with 3 offensive rebounds to Hubbertville's 0. As we look at second chance points, that did lead to 3 second chance points for South Lamar. Leading the Stallions is Oglen with 5 points, Hayden with 3, and Hood with 2. Looking at Hubbertville, 2 for Markham, 2 for Cribb, and 2 for Morris. Keep it here. We'll have the start of the second period, second quarter, right after this. You're listening to the South Lamar Radio Network. And we're back underway here at Hubbertville with the basketball. Here is Morris at the top of the key, goes down low and finds Markham. Markham finds a open Crib. And so Crib will get the two-pointer with the assist by Markham. So that cuts South Lamar's lead to 3. It is now 15-12. Here is Hood on the near side, gets up top to find Natalie Watkins at the top of the key. And goes back around the horn to find Hood. Hood from the left elbow, jump shot, nothing but net from the left elbow by Jasmine Hood. So now it is 17-12 in favor of the Stallions. Here is Porter. Porter being pushed back to the midway line, but she does find Markham. Markham goes down low. Another perfect pass down to the block, but that is off the mark by Morris. Correction, that is Crib. And the rebound will come down to Hayden. Tiffany Hayden gets the rebound. Here's Jasmine Hood at the top of the key. She goes to the left to find Ricky Hawkins. Back to the top of the key to find Hayden. Hayden to Hawkins. Back around. A long three-point shot. That hits nothing but air. And the rebound comes down to number 14, but she will pass it out of bounds. And so a long three-pointer by Hood turns into a rebound by Crib, but Crib then just tosses it out of bounds. And so it's South Lamar basketball. Here is Hood, midway between the top of the key and the near wing. A long shot by Natalie Watkins, off the mark, fought for it. That is number 44 with the rebound. 22, Crib with the rebound, 14 with the rebound. It's hard to see their numbers from up here. Dodd with that rebound there, and we have a foul underneath the basket on the shot. Looks like it is going to be on Hayden, and Markham will go to the line to shoot 2. She misses it, but there is a foul on the play. And she will miss the first of 2 free throws. So down low, Markham misses it, but there is a foul on the play. As she misses both free throws. Down low, the Hubbertville team has the ball. She misses both of the free throws. And here she is down under the basket. She gets that shot up, and she will be fouled yet again. And so Markham, she's not hitting them underneath the basket, but she is getting the fouls in her favor, as that foul is going to be on Michelle Hawkins. So Michelle Hawkins now will record her first personal foul, and Markham will miss yet again on the free throw. She's 0 for 3 thus far. She can attempt to get 1 of 4 here in the last few seconds, and she does drain the second one. That makes it 17-13, 6:04 to go here in this opening half of play. Here is Tiffany Hayden at the top of the key. She looks to her right to find Natalie Watkins. Watkins back to Oglin at the top of the key. Wide open as Michelle Hawkins finds Jasmine Hood. Hood at the left elbow, outside to Watkins. Watkins for 3. Oh, just bounces out. And the rebound comes down to Porter. So Watkins misses the three-pointer. And that is Morris, rather. And then the shot goes awry for Hubbertville, as Michelle Hawkins will recover the rebound. 17-13 is your score. South Lamar leading the Hubbertville Lions. Here's Jasmine Hood midway between the near wing and the top of the key. Hands off to Oglin. And Oglin will be fouled. That is a foul on the floor. And so we have on a foul on the floor. And that appears to be on, not seeing where that's coming from. So I will cancel that play. That one is a foul. As down low, Natalie Watkins tries the shot. Instead, she is fouled. That foul is on 54. 52, Markham. No, they're going slow on me up there. That's Dodd. That's her second personal foul. First free throw is missed by Natalie Watkins. Second free throw for Watkins, up and in. So Natalie Watkins gets a free throw on her go. 18-13 is the score now. Just shy of 5 minutes left to play. Here at the top of the key is Betts. Betts now finds Dodd. Dodd almost has to pass mishandled by Cribb. Instead, that goes down to Markham. Markham at the left block goes to the free throw line to Dodd, and Dodd sinks that one. So give Dodd 2 points to make the score 18-15. Here is Oglin. Oglin crosses the midway point, trying to find the open play on the team. She goes down low and finds number 25. And I do not have a 25 on my roster. But in any case, that is stolen away down by South Lamar. And yet more points, this time from Oglin. So now your score is 22-15, just like that. It is 22-15. Almost stolen away yet again. But instead, here down low is Cribb, and Cribb up off the backboard. That is good from Cribb for 2 points. Here is Hawkins. She inbounds to Oglin, working as the point guard. Oglin now crossing the timeline. Looks to her right and finds Watkins. Watkins to Michelle Hawkins at the free throw line. That bounces out. And the rebound being fought for, last touched by South Lamar as it goes out of bounds. And so that will be a defensive team rebound for the Hubbertville Lions. Inbounding will be Dodd. She finds Morris. That is Porter. Goes down low and finds Cribb from the right block. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound comes down to South Lamar. We're going to call that a team rebound. Here is Hood from the left block. Her shot is up off the mark. She gets her own rebound, up and good. And so Hood misses her shot, gets her own rebound, throws up another shot from essentially the same place, but she is fouled on that one, and the shot goes in. Rebound Hood, and then Hood, as she will miss her free throw. That foul is the third foul on Dodd. And so it is 24-17. South Lamar leading Hubbertville. In the red is Dodd, Gracie Dodd, with 3 fouls. And we will have Hood taking a well-deserved breather. Here is a long shot that is off the mark, still fighting for it, and we're going to have a jump ball. Coach Harris unhappy with that. Most of us could hear the slapping from up here, but in any case, they're going to call it a jump ball, and it is South Lamar basketball. And here is Oglin at the top of the key. Looks to her right, finds Watkins. Watkins wide open for 3, just misses it, and the rebound will come down to Morris. So Watkins misses the three-pointer, and Morris gets the rebound. Here is the shot up. A good attempt there by Markham. It was missed, but the rebound goes out of bounds by Ricky Hawkins, and so they will maintain possession underneath their own basket. And yet again, another basketball disrupting the play, going out of bounds. So Hubbertville will have the ball underneath their own basket. Here is the inbound by Dodd. Dodd gets that ripped away by Natalie Watkins. And so a turnover there. Finds Natalie Watkins. With a steal, Natalie Watkins on the far wing. Gets it to the top of the key and finds Hayden. Hayden trying to float one in. That will be off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the maroon and white. On the court, South Lamar in their home white uniforms with maroon numerals and gold trim. Whereas Hubbertville in maroon and white. Maroon shorts, maroon jerseys, white numerals with a white stripe down the sides. Here's Oglin. Finds Watkins. Back to Oglin at the top of the key. Oglin backs up, looking that there's 2 minutes remaining here in this opening half. She'll go down court. Michelle Hawkins fights it off, and a great try there by Hawkins, but an even better play there, an accidental great play by Dodd, as Dodd had her legs spread in a solid defensive position, and Hawkins was trying to bounce the ball off of her and go out of bounds, but instead it just split the legs of Dodd, and it goes out of bounds, and so it is Hubbertville basketball, 24-17, still fighting for the ball. Here is Markham. Markham at the right block. She gets that ball stolen away by 12, and that is going to be Hayden. Tiffany Hayden now at the volleyball offense line, goes back to Oglin. Oglin stands at the top of the key. Here's Watkins on the far right side. Oglin around to Hayden. Hayden now at the left elbow, finds Hawkins. Hawkins down to the right block, tries to throw something up. Instead, she will travel. So give Ricky Hawkins the turnover there. 24-17, 1 minute, 15 seconds remain here in the half. Here is Porter. Porter looks down and she finds Morris. Morris, and that is cleanly stolen away there by Hayden. Cleanly stolen away there by Hayden. I do not have the advanced statistics, so I do not have how many steals we have, but there is a shot that's kind of floated up there by Oglin. Not even close, and the rebound comes down to Markham. Markham on the right block puts a shot up. Instead, she is fouled on the play. Markham is fouled, and that foul is going to be on Hawkins. That is her second personal foul, and so free throws up from Markham. She is 1 of 5 thus far from the charity strike. 24-17 remains your score. The second free throw up on its way, nothing but net. And so that makes your score now 24-18, just shy of 1 minute left to play here in the opening act of play. Possession arrow towards Hubbertville. Hubbertville also in the bonus now. Here is Natalie Watkins back up top to Oglin. Oglin goes down court and finds Bjorgensen. That is off the mark, and that is stolen away. Stolen away and fouled underneath the basket is yet again with the rebound there was Markham, and again underneath the basket, Markham misses the shot, but when you get fouled, doesn't really matter. We'll take it, as that is the second defensive foul for Tiffany Hayden, and so the first free throw is missed by Markham. So Markham has her second free throw up and ensuing. That is up, and that rattles in. 24-19 is the score now. 17.8 seconds remain here in the opening half of play. Head coach Clay Gillum pacing his court. Here's Natalie Watkins. She finds Tiffany Hayden with a good move back up top to Oglin. Mackenzie Oglin tries to go inside the paint. Instead, she goes outside to Hayden. Hayden goes cross court to the shot clock goes off before anybody recognizes what's going on, and that is halftime. And at halftime, your score is 24-19 in favor of your South Lamar Stallions. Stay tuned as we will have halftime coverage, halftime stats, and analysis. Let's tune in and hear the Hubbertville High School cheerleaders lead their team in a cheer. A great job there by the Hubbertville High School cheerleaders leading their team in a cheer. If South Lamar would face my way, which they're not, I would give it to you. I'm sitting on the away side. It was the best spot that Coach Tucker could give me. But in any case, it is halftime here. 10 minutes are on the clock getting ready for halftime. 24-19 is your score. When we come back, we'll have halftime stats and analysis. And, of course, everybody's favorite report, the Crunkman Halftime Report, will be right after this. You're listening to the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to the halftime report here for your South Lamar Lady Stallions as they lead the Hubbertville Lions by a score of 24-19. South Lamar 15 points in the first quarter. Hubbertville with 10, both squads with 9 points apiece in quarter number 2. As we look at your statistics, shooting better is Hubbertville. They're shooting 40% from the floor. But South Lamar right at 27% from the floor. But it's the points in the paint. South Lamar 14 points in the paint. Hubbertville 12, and South Lamar does have one three-pointer to their credit. Hubbertville has 0. Hubbertville with 6 turnovers, and South Lamar with 4. So, Hubbertville is absolutely, as far as defensive rebounds go, 17 defensive rebounds for Hubbertville, 7 for South Lamar. But thankfully, offensive rebounds kind of balances that out. South Lamar with 5 offensive rebounds. Hubbertville with 3. And then South Lamar off of those. South Lamar with 5 second chance points. Hubbertville with 1. As we look at some of your statistical leaders, leading South Lamar will be Mackenzie Oglin with 7 points underneath her. Jasmine Hood with 6. And then Tiffany Hayden with a three-pointer. The only other Lady Stallion with buckets under her credit is Natalie Watkins with 1 free throw. And then as we just found out, Elizabeth McDaniel did have a shot from the floor. Hubbertville spreading it out a little bit more. Crib If I can find their full names, Morgan Cribb with 6 points, Michaela Markham with 5 points, and then 2 points apiece from Morris and Dodd. Holly Dodd and Gracie Dodd, Holly Morris, both with 2 points apiece. Looking at some of your rebounders, Jasmine Hood, 3 rebounds to her credit as far as offensively go, and she has 2 of those offensive rebounds. 3 rebounds each from Cribb and Morris, all of those being defensive. And the 3 offensive rebounds were really just kind of bouncing off the foot of a South Lamar Stallion, so a team turnover. But, hey, it's an offensive rebound, and that's what really matters when it comes to that. Again, looking at your turnovers, South Lamar shooting 53% from inside the paint. Not really trying anywhere else, just really going right down the paint. We have had 5 attempts from the far wing that is not falling. And, both squads playing as well as they can. 24-19 is your score. If you have not made it down to the arena yet, be sure to stop first in the cafeteria to support the South Lamar High School baseball team as they are selling some delicious Swamp John seafood. They have shrimp, they have catfish, and they have fries and chicken and anything that'll make you fat, they got. I had some right before the game, and it was delicious. Crunkman had some. I would have had him on the halftime report, but he was just stuffing his face too much. So much for that. Hopefully he'll see us a little bit in between the games. We do look forward to a post-game interview with the new head coaches for both squads, head coach Clay Gillum and then head coach Chris Tucker of the men's squad. Hope to have those post-game. Be sure, if you are watching this game, to immediately when this game is over, we will stop this broadcast and start a new broadcast that is dedicated to the men's game. We have about 2 minutes left here in the half, and when we come back, we'll have second half action. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to South Lamar Basketball on I'm always going to say W. On the South Lamar Radio Network. Here is number 3, Porter. Porter finds Markham, and Markham wide open from just outside, and she will make that in. It was a 2-point play, 24-21. Now South Lamar, your Lady Stallions, moving left to right across your radio dial. Here is Oglin at the top of the key. She finds Watkins to Hawkins. Back out to Watkins. Back to the top of the key to Oglin. Oglen finds Hayden to Oglen at the top of the key. Oglen dribbles down off of her foot. Here's a diving Natalie Watkins, gets it on the near wing, goes outside and finds Hawkins. Hawkins, and that ball stolen away by number 14, Foster. That's not Foster. I'm still on my other side. 22 scored a two-pointer. And so give Cribb the bucket. And we will have a timeout on the floor. A quick timeout by Coach Clay Gillum. Not too happy with how his girls have started. As it is 24-23, just like that. South Lamar ended really pretty strong in that first half. But Coach Harris had a strong to-do with his players, letting them know what he wanted them to be doing. And they came out firing on all cylinders and seem to be doing quite well as they've come out and pulled within 1 point. And so South Lamar will have the ball on the far end. And so they will move to left or right across the entirety of the court. And here is Oglen. Oglen, that ball is stripped away cleanly by Michaela Markham. Up, she misses it, and that's going to be a foul on Tiffany Hayden. So that's a foul on Hayden. We're going to add more free throws from Markham. Free throws have not been Markham's strong suit. She is 3 of 9 from the charity stripe. Here is Oglen, her first shot up and good. So that will tie up this game at 24 apiece. Markham with the opportunity to take the lead, and she will. So Markham takes the lead for her Hubbertville Lions. Possession arrow favors South Lamar. Here's Oglen at the top of the key, finds Watkins. Watkins goes down low to Hood. Hood back on the floor. Up top to Watkins. Misses it. She had an open three, but mishandled it. There is Hawkins with the faked shot, and that will be another turnover. And then we have a foul. No, we have a travel violation. We're going to have a travel violation by Markham, and so it will be South Lamar basketball under their own bucket. So Ricky Hawkins, Michelle Hawkins. I even asked her, and I know it's Michelle, but I'm going to keep calling her Ricky because that's what's on my roster. I know it's Michelle. Here is a three-pointer by Natalie Watkins. Did not fall. And the rebound comes down to Cribb. Here is the shot up off the mark by Cribb, but it will go out of bounds. Last touched by South Lamar. And so that will be an offensive rebound, team offensive rebound, and then another good play to disrupt the play by South Lamar. Underneath the basket, hoping to have a good play were the Lions, but just got knocked away by Michelle Hawkins. She will go and find Markham on the near wing. She goes down low and finds Cribb. Cribb goes to the middle of the lane. Her shot is up, her shot is off, and there is a foul on the floor. Was it on the shot? Was it on the floor? It's going to be on the floor. So that foul is going to be on Oglen. That is her, no, that's going to be on 33, it appears. I can't read. That's going to be on Michelle Hawkins. That's her first personal foul. That is quickly stolen away. And here's Jasmine Hood. Dunk it. Nope. Didn't dunk it, but she did have a nice layup there. I'll take it. I won't complain too much. Got 2 points out of it from Jasmine Hood to put South Lamar back on top, 26-25. Here's Markham. Markham goes outside to find Dodd. Dodd back to the top of the key to find Morris. Morris shot off the mark. Hood gets the rebound. Hood will take that defensive rebound slowly. Moving across the court is Mackenzie Ogland. She finds Michelle Hawkins via Natalie Watkins, and a shot up by who we now know as being McDaniel. Elizabeth McDaniel put up a shot that was missed, and it went out of bounds, and so it will be a defensive team rebound. Here is Holly Morris. Morris finds a shot. Her shot is off, and now we have a foul down low. That foul will be called on Hawkins. And so Michelle Hawkins will pick up her third personal foul. Here is the shot, up and in by Markham. So Markham pushes her Hubbertville Lions ahead 27-26. There's Oglen slowly making her way down the court, now crossing the timeline at the volleyball offense line. Who finds Hood at the free throw line. Hood with a jumper, nothing but the bottom of the net by Jasmine Hood. Quickly down the court, two different styles. Hubbertville likes to get down the court quickly. South Lamar taking their time. Here is Morgan Cribb. Cribb at the baseline puts up a shot that is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Natalie Watkins. Cribb misses her shot. Rebound, Natalie Watkins. Oglen finds Watkins between the near wing and the top of the key. Will hand off to Hood. Hood with a 15-footer. That hits nothing but air, and that is out of bounds by Hood. And so technically that will be a defensive team rebound, and so all the squads will make their way down the court. Inbounding is Gracie Dodge. She will inbound and find Chelsea Porter. Porter finds Gracie Dodge at the free throw line. Down low finds Morgan Cribb. Cribb knocks it in from the right block. South Lamar trailing by 1 point, 29-28. 3:33 remain here in period number 3. Here is Michelle Hawkins for 3. Misses it. Rebound, Jasmine Hood up off the glass. Good. A great second chance point by the South Lamar Stallions. Things have not gone their way when it comes to those big three-point shots. But luckily for South Lamar, they have been getting those second chance points as Hood gets that second chance rebound. 29, and a steal quickly by Markham. It's one-on-one with Hawkins. Markham puts up a shot. That is good. From the right block, Markham keeps her team in the lead. 31-30. 2 minutes, 46 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. Remember, we have men's basketball immediately following this, and we have a whistle off of the ball. And it looks like we will have a foul. It looked like he called number, let's see, looked like he called 50. The scoreboard says 53. We don't have a 53 on the board. Not sure who the foul was against, but it is a defensive foul. I will put, it was not Markham. She was not on the ball at that case, but I'll just put it as team since I don't know who it was. In any case, here's Oglen, and Oglen's ball stolen away. That ball is stolen quickly by Holly Morris. Morris goes down low again. Right block again, Markham. Do not let Michaela Markham have those down low blocks. She'll knock it in every single time. That's 15 points for Michaela Markham. And we have a charging violation, or an illegal block foul rather. And that illegal block is going to be on Mackenzie Oglen. So an offensive foul on Oglen will be her second personal foul. Down low, we go to Gracie Dodd. Dodd will find Cribb, and Cribb from the right block puts it in for 2. And again, Clay Gillum wants to take time and think about it with his team. 35-30, the Hubbertville Lions with their biggest lead of the contest at 5. We're going to take a short pause. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to South Lamar Athletics on the South Lamar Radio Network. I'm Dustin Seymour, coming to you from the top of the home of the Stallions as your Lady Stallions trail the Hubbertville Lions 35-30. Here is Natalie Watkins, finds Mackenzie Oglin. Oglin with a floater, and that is good. Great shot there by Oglin. Pulls South Lamar within 3, but quickly down the court comes Porter. Chelsea Porter finds Michaela Oglin. Her shot's off the mark. Hood gets the rebound. Markham's shot is off the mark. Oglin gets the rebound. Oglin point is good. Correction, Hood's point is good. So now it is 34-35. And here is Markham. Markham's shot off the mark. Rebound, Hood. Markham off the mark. Hood with the rebound. We're going to slow things down. South Lamar tries their best to take the lead here. Just shy of 60 seconds left here in the penultimate quarter of play. Here's Natalie Watkins. She switched sides. She normally stays on the right side of the hoop. Now on the left. Here's Markham. One-on-one with Oglin, and that is in. And so Markham adds 2 more points to her resume. Give her 17 on the night. 34-37. South Lamar trailing Hubbertville. 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. And that ball is quickly stolen away by Chelsea Porter. Porter to Markham. Markham loses a little bit of control of it, but there is a foul. Well, they say it's on the ground or on the shot. Looks like that is on the ground. So that's going to be on Natalie Watkins. So Natalie Watkins receives her first personal foul of the night. Inbounding the ball will be Gracie Dodd. Dodd finds Markham. Where was she? Right block. What has she been from the right block? Red hot. 19 points for Markham. The senior letting her presence known here in Millport. Here's Hood. Hood with a floater. That is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Cribb. Hood misses a shot, and the shot is off the mark. And that will end quarter number 3. 39-34, Hubbertville leading South Lamar. South Lamar 5 fouls thus far in the second half. Shooting 50% from the floor are the Lions. 28 points in the paint, 20 points here in quarter number 3. Both squads at 6 turnovers each. Defensive rebounds, again, we are absolutely being demolished with rebounding. 21 defensive rebounds by the Lions. Keep it here. South Lamar trails at 39-34. You're listening to South Lamar Basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. Yes, poor favor. And good afternoon. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action. The final 8 minutes of play. South Lamar trails at 39-34. Moving left to right across the radio dial. Natalie Watkins for 3. Off the mark. She gets her own rebound at the right elbow. Watkins misses that. Gets her own rebound. Then Hood misses it. And does not get that rebound. Hood misses a shot, and breaking 20, it's Michaela Markham. She missed her shot, got the defensive rebound in the first place, missed a shot, got her own rebound, and then put it in again. So give Markham 21 points on the night. 41-34 is your score. Here's Markham on the far wing. She goes down low and finds Holly Morris at the top of the key. Back to Markham. Markham trying to move down low. She goes down and finds Morgan Cribb. And that will be tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Stallions of South Lamar. And so underneath their bucket, here is Markham. Markham with a foot in front of the three-point line. She is fouled. And that foul is going to be on Natalie No, it's going to be on Oglin. That was short of the three-point line. So there was a foul there by Oglin. And so Markham goes to the free throw line. Up, nothing but the bottom of the net. So that is Mackenzie Oglin's second personal foul. She hits number 2 as well. 43-34 is your score now in favor of the Hubbertville Lions. Here's Oglin at the top of the key. Oglin goes and finds Hayden. Hayden around the horn, goes to the top of the key. Wild floater, not even close. And the rebound comes down to Gracie Dodd. And here's Markham streaking down the court. Right block, glass in. Cribb has the rebound, goes down low to find Markham. And yet again, another two-pointer off the glass. Give her 25 points. Here is Hood. Hood working the baseline, goes outside, tries to find the hot hand of Oglin. Instead, that goes off the mark, but luckily right into the waiting hands of Tiffany Hayden. Here is Oglin. Oglin for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Oglin. Shot is up. A three-point attempt by a three-point attempt there by Hood that, to put it nicely, didn't come close. And so that will go out of bounds, and it will be basketball Hubbertville. Here is Morris. Morris goes down low to find Cribb. Cribb shots off the mark. That is recovered by Hawkins. Cribb shot misses Hawkins with the rebound. And then that is stolen away by Markham. Markham goes to her hot spot, but she will push. But that will be a foul first on a push by Tiffany Hayden. And as they are in the bonus now, we have a foul on Tiffany Hayden, and with that, going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Markham. Front half of the 1-and-1 is ensuing. Third personal foul for Tiffany Hayden. Front half of the 1-and-1 from Michaela Markham. This could give her 26 points. Shots up on the way. That is good. We'll move to the back half of the 1-and-1. She started slow from the charity stripe, but since then she has been red hot. She is now 8 of 14 from free throw land. Shots up, hits net. 47-34, and in this fourth quarter, Hubbertville has just exploded with points. Really, the second half in general, Hubbertville's exploded with points. Here is Hood. Jasmine Hood at the top of the key finds Oglin. Oglin tries to go down low. Instead, we'll have a foul. And that is going to be a foul on South Lamar. That foul is going to be on Natalie Watkins. Foul's on Natalie Watkins, and with that, Morgan Cribb will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And she misses the front half, and the defensive foul of Watkins is erased as she misses the free throw and gets the rebound. And then quickly, surprisingly, to be the big lady with so many points, that was Michaela Markham's first defensive foul. Wow, that's a very disciplined player. And that shot by Holly Morse will hit the back iron. Correction, that was, did not see who took that shot, but it's off the back iron anyways. It's Hubbertville basketball. And here is Markham. Markham from 15 feet out, and she hits that outside of the paint. I think I know who my player of the game is. 29 points, 1 point shy of breaking 30. Shot is up on the way from Natalie Watkins. That is off the mark, and we're going to have an offensive rebounding call against Mackenzie Oglin. And so we do have a foul down low. That foul is going to be on Mackenzie Oglin. So we're going to add 1-and-1 shots. We're going to send Holly Morris is Coach Lamar Harris. We'll send Holly Morris to the charity stripe. Correction, that was Ricky Hawkins that had the defensive foul. And that was her third personal foul. The first shot, fourth personal foul. That shot is up. So the front half of the 1-and-1 is good. Michelle Hawkins with her fourth personal foul. Shot's up, shot's good. Front and back half. Hubbertville slowly pulling away, 51-34, 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Here is Natalie Watkins at the top of the key, looks to her left and finds Hayden. Hayden shots off the mark, rebound comes down to Markham all by herself, this time from the left block, and she's going to be fouled by Natalie Watkins. So Markham tries to shoot, this time from the left block. And in the process, she is fouled defensively by Natalie Watkins. That is her third personal foul of the night. Here is Markham's front half of the 1-and-1. Front half of the 1-and-1 is off the back iron, and the rebound was last touched by Selena Bjornsson. And so it was a technically offensive rebound since it went off the last touched by Bjornsson. Here is Natalie Watkins. Watkins goes down to the right block. She goes back outside, stolen by Markham. Markham on her way. 1-on-1. She's at the left block. She goes over to the side and finds Holly Morris. Morris backing outside. Down low finds Morgan. Morgan shot, and no, she will travel. Morgan Cribb will travel with the basketball. And with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to play here in this contest, now working the point is Jasmine Hood. 51-34 is your score. Here is Oglin. Oglin puts up a wild runner that is off the mark, and the rebound comes down to Oglin. Oglin tried to put it up, missed that one, and now we have a rebound by Morris. And then we have a foul off the ball. Offensive rebound by Oglin. She missed her second attempt as well. And the defensive rebound came down to Morris. Morris goes down the floor. We have a personal foul on Bjornsson. So Selena Bjornsson will pick up her first personal foul. Adding the free throws will be Molly Morris. Holly Morris. I got those completely mixed up, didn't I? She missed missed the front half. The rebound came down to Hood. Shot goes up. Shot is off the mark by Hayden Oglin. And the rebound comes down to Morris. Here's Morris at the volleyball offense line. She goes and she finds Porter. Porter will dribble off her foot, and that will be a backcourt violation. So we'll have a backcourt violation, so South Lamar will have the basketball. Here is Hood. She'll inbound to Natalie Watkins, who finds Oglin. Mackenzie Oglin at the volleyball line. Looks to her right to Watkins. Looks further to her right, finds Hood. Hood from 16 feet out. She misses that. Down underneath, bounce, miss, but foul. And that will be Harris. And so Oglin took a long jump shot. She missed that. Hayden underneath tried to take the shot. Instead, she will be fouled. That foul will be on Webster. And so Tiffany Hayden will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Here's Oglin. Oglin's first shot is up and in. 51-35 is the score now. Bjornson will check out in favor of Ricky Hawkins, checking back in, working with 4 fouls. 51-35, and it will remain that as she misses the second free throw. And the defensive rebound comes down to Cribb. And another pass will go backcourt. So 2 backcourt violations in a row by the visiting team. Checking in now will be Gracie Dodd. She will replace Alexis Webster. Inbounding the ball will be Michelle Hawkins. Michelle Hawkins inbounds and finds Mackenzie Oglin. Oglin finds Watkins. Watkins up top to Hood. Hood almost loses control of the ball. Instead, she'll go down, gets a nice pick. Shots up, shots out. Rebound comes down to Oglin. Oglin's shot is up. There's Hawkins at it. Hawkins bounce. Going to bounce about 6 times, and it will not go in, but Hood gets the rebound. We're still trying to... I need a stenographer to tell me what's going on now. A lot of shots and a lot of misses. That's what you need to know. There we go. Finally, we're going the other way. In any case, a lot of shots, a lot of misses. Here's Markham getting the rebound. Markham will find Morris on the shot. Morris is fouled. That foul will be on Natalie Watkins. That is her 4th personal foul. And so with that, going to the line to shoot 2 will be Holly Morris. First shot's up, hits nothing but nylon. Morris has 5 points now. 1 minute, 39 seconds remain here in this contest. Morris' shot's up. Morris' shot is good. 53-35. Palindromic scores now. Here is Mackenzie Oglin at the top of the key. Tries to find an open player. Instead, almost passes it to Coach Clay Gillum. Down underneath is Jasmine Hood. Hood's shot is very wildly off the mark. And the rebound will go down to Morris, but then quickly stolen away by Hawkins. And finally, South Lamar breaks the scoring drought with a shot from the right elbow from Michelle Hawkins. Here is Markham. Markham, a full press here by South Lamar. Player falls down. And it looks like we're going to try to run the clock as much as possible. We are under 1 minute left to play. Here's Markham. Markham finds Betts. Betts now finds Webster, and Webster will be fouled by Hawkins, and that will be Hawkins' final foul of the contest. Yes, that is 5 fouls by Hawkins. And so going to the line, replacing Hawkins is going to be Elizabeth McDaniel. So shooting the free throws will be Alexis Webster. Front half of the double bonus is no good, but it is a double bonus. There are 3 South Lamar players awaiting underneath the basket. There's Hayden, there's McDaniel, and there's Watkins. She misses both of those, and the rebound comes down to Hayden. Shot is off the mark, and here is Natalie Watkins, and Natalie Watkins will foul out as well. So there's a foul by Natalie Watkins, and she makes the long trek now to the bench as Natalie Watkins has expired her available fouls. Checking in now will be Selena Bjornson. At the line to shoot in the double bonus is Holly Morris. Holly Morris, 4 of 5, make it 5 of 6. Now she'll have another attempted free throw. She's been hot so far, and she'll miss that one. The rebound comes down to McDaniel. And here is Hayden. Hayden's long three-pointer, not even close. Rebound. Last touch by McDaniel out of, no, it was South Lamar ball. That is South Lamar basketball after it went out of bounds, last touched by the Lions. As then a three from Hayden does fall, so a three-pointer. Tiffany Hayden. And now a foul on the court this time will be, I believe, by Hayden, it appears. That will be Hayden, and now at the line to shoot two will be Markham. Markham makes the first one. 55-40. Second shot up for Markham. In. And so now there will be, it will now be South Lamar basketball underneath their own net. Actually, no, that was a technical foul. That was not a defensive foul. That was a technical foul. I believe that was going to be called on the bench, as after the foul, we had, we had two open free throws and another tech. That's another technical foul, this time to Tiffany Hayden. As a technical foul by Hayden. So they called the foul after a technical foul on Hayden. So that's a technical foul on Tiffany Hayden. Oh, no, it was a technical foul on Hubbertville. Did not see who that was. In any case, it was a technical foul. And Hayden at the free throw line is, I'm kind of thrown off here as to what all's going on. Hood makes both of her free throws. I'm still not exactly sure what went on. I saw a technical foul. It looked like he pointed directly at Tiffany Hayden. But two technical fouls in a row, one on South Lamar's bench, one on somewhere on the Lions. And then a long three-point attempt by Oglen is missed. And with that is your final buzzer. At the telling of the final score, Hubbertville defeats South Lamar 56-42. We'll take a short pause, and when we come back, we'll have some post-game stats and analysis, and hopefully, if he remembers, a interview with head coach Clay Gillum. You're listening to the South Lamar Radio Network. And welcome back to South Lamar High School basketball on the South Lamar Radio Network. Telling of the final score, South Lamar 42 falls to Hubbertville by a score of 56-42. Looking at your quarter-by-quarter scores, South Lamar had 15 in quarter one, Hubbertville 10. Both squads had 9 points in the second quarter. And then Hubbertville busted out 37 total points in the second half, 20 in quarter three, 17 in quarter four. South Lamar with 10 in quarter three, 8 in quarter four. Looking at some of the percentages, Hubbertville shot unstoppably from the floor, almost 50%, 49% from the floor, while South Lamar shooting a 26% from the floor. Hubbertville did not attempt from long range. No three-point attempts by Hubbertville. Why do you need it when you can score 32 points in the paint? South Lamar, 11 shots from the paint. Both squads not quite so good on the free throw line. Hubbertville, 57%. South Lamar, 56%. Looking at rebounds, South Lamar, 17%. Hubbertville, 30%. Hubbertville, 9 turnovers. South Lamar, but here's the thing when it comes to turnovers. South Lamar had fewer turnovers. South Lamar had 8 turnovers. Hubbertville had 9. But Hubbertville had 7 points off of South Lamar's 8 turnovers, whereas South Lamar had 1 point off of the 9 turnovers they forced of Hubbertville. And so able to capitalize were the Lions. Second chance point, South Lamar led that, leading the offensive rebounding category. 14 offensive rebounds for the Lady Stallions to 8 for the Lady Lions. 11 second chance points as we look at some of the leading statistical categories. Jasmine Hood, 16 points for the South Lamar Stallions. 9 from Mackenzie Ogland, 7 from Tiffany Hayden, 2 from Michelle Hawkins, and 1 from Natalie Watkins, and then 2 by Elizabeth McDaniel. The big lady in the middle, Markham, 31 points on her game was Michaela Markham, and I can guarantee you about all of them were right there on that right block. Could not stop her on that right block. Once she found her spot on the right block, she had that up and in off the glass perfectly nearly. She was 11, from the floor. She only missed the bucket 4 times. 10 field goals out of 14 attempts, giving her 31 points. She was 4 rebounds shy of a double-double, 6 rebounds. Behind her was Cribb with 12 points. She did lead all players in 7 rebounds. Behind her was Morris with 7 points, and then with 2 points was Dodd. Also a solid rebounding, Morris with 6 rebounds, Dodd, Webster, and Betts all with 1 rebound apiece. So, as we look at some of the team stat totals, South Lamar shot 19 three-point attempts, converted on 2 for a solid and beautiful 11 percentage, whereas we look at South Lamar had shot 58 from the floor, connected on 15 of those. Hubbertville 37, connecting on 18. Hubbertville 7 points off of turnovers. Hubbertville out-rebounded the Lady Stallions 38 to 31. So I mean, it was a solid battle. Really, all it was. You always have the not necessarily unmentionable, but you have that one force, and South Lamar just had no say against Michaela Markham, coming in 31 points. A mere 6 points of outshooting the entire South Lamar team. Wonderful player. Played an extremely well game. We will keep it here as we're hoping for an interview with head coach Clay Gillum. And so we will not yet pause things and prepare for the men's game. But we will keep it here. And if it turns out to get closer and closer to time for men's game and Coach Clay don't want to talk to me, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to talk to me either. So we'll take a short pause, and hopefully when we come back, we will have an interview with head basketball coach Clay Gillum. You're listening to the South Lamar Radio Network. All right, well, we're coming to the end of our women's broadcast. Don't blame Coach Clay Gillum for not wanting to come up and talk to me. If you do see him, though, be sure to congratulate him on the birth of his daughter, Riley Rose Gillum. Came into this earth, will be 1 week tomorrow. 1 week tomorrow. Riley Rose Gillum, the first and new daughter of head coach Clay Gillum. So certainly congratulations to Clay and his wife, Jessie Gillum. I can give them as many fits as I want to since I am their preacher. And so I can give as many fits as I want to. But congratulations, Coach Clay, and your wife, Jessie, on Riley Rose. I can understand it can be a difficult time. First child coming up. And certainly glad to hear the good news with Riley. And glad to know she's doing well. And we will take a pause. If you are watching this game, we do have a separate broadcast for the men's game. It should be on the exact same page. It just says men's basketball in brackets instead of women's basketball. And so for until 2 seconds whenever I start the next broadcast, this is Dustin Seymour. Stay safe. God bless. Go Stallions.